Black Politicians TV, man. Who we got with us today, bro?
See, this Curvonte Murphy, Rolling North Carolina, born and bred, the Maverick, baby.
Man, the Maverick. So, who's your favorite Maverick? So, we're going to start there. Who is your favorite Maverick?
Man, I got to bring it back to Top Gun, baby. Top Gun. It started with the shades. That's why I got the shades on. I was in the show ring one day, and man, one of my homeboys, shout out Detroit, born and bred, James Lewis. He came over, he was like, bro, you was on some other, I was really doing my thing, And he's like, man, you look like the Maverick. And ever since then, I started doing the shades in the ring, as far as the Maverick, just going with it. It's another alter ego.
So, I was lost. I thought you meant like Maverick as in Dallas Maverick. What Maverick are you talking about?
Out for Top Gun. What's the dude? Tom Cruise, the Maverick dude. It was Iceman, Maverick. What else? Rooster. He was just a cold-hearted killer. You know what I'm saying? That plane. And when I'm in that show ring, it's just, I'm a cold-hearted killer. I'm going for the guts.
Thanks, man. So we're gonna start like from the beginning, man. Like you say you're from Rolling, North Carolina. Let's talk a little bit more about your upbringing. Like what middle school did you go to?
Rolling middle, baby. The only one. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a middle school no more, but Rolling middle at the time.
And then you eventually went to South Robinson High.
South Robinson High, graduated 2011.
So like, what's the importance like for family for you? Like, because a lot of people don't know like when it comes to the country, we're very family oriented. So what was the importance of family as you was growing up in your adolescence?
Family was my biggest supporters before the dogs, you know what I'm saying? And still to this day, you know what I'm saying, they support me. Like that's all I grew around, family. The whole school just about the family, you know what I'm saying? So like there was no strangers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was family at some point in time in part in your life. So like I feel like knit a family type oriented people goes is good part of my upbringing.
So like, was it a two-parent home, single
Oh
mother
yeah,
home?
two parent Curtis Murphy and Angelo Baker Murphy.
Okay. So you related to the Bakers in South Carolina?
Nah, just North Carolina. Most of my people in South Carolina is Murphys.
Okay, so you relate to the Murphys in South Carolina.
Yeah, Murphys.
So like, what's some of the memories that you can like bring up with your family in South Carolina, like as a kid, not as an adult, but as a kid?
See, it's funny you ask that because every Sunday, my grandma cooks and have all her grandkids and all her children come over. So I mean, I got a lot of family memories. You know what I'm saying, from good, bad, but at the end of the day, that's what made the Maverick. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Because at my church, Mount Pelion, we used that we had the Bakers, right?
Right.
And they would stayed in Oakland, South Carolina.
Right.
And we used to always play kickball with them, eat fish and grits every Sunday. Like every Sunday after church, we go to the Bakers in Oakland.
Well, down the road was where I was at down the road, man. Right in Oakland, baby.
Okay. So how was church in your upbringing?
Man, my mama made sure we stayed in church. You already know how they go. Man, Sunday school, choir rehearsal, ushering. I ain't too big. I did it all, man.
Oh, you was an usher too?
Ushering that, man.
Oh man. I didn't know you was the usher now.
Yeah.
Did you play any instruments?
Nah, I didn't do that. I sung though. I did sing on the choir, the junior choir or whatever. The youth choir, that's what it was. But I sung and basically ushered and just I was very active picking up trash on Saturdays. My daddy made sure we did that. Very active in the church as growing up.
So when did you like find yourself in high school? Like most people find themselves like 14, 15, the adolescent stage. Like when did you find yourself and say, yo, this me. This who I am. I'm not a street guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool guy, I like being relaxed. Like when did you find yourself?
When I didn't like going to parties much. I could say that's a good question. Probably about 2015, 2014, because I was trying to do the little party scene, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't me. I was always the cool guy, cool, calm, collected guy, just want to chill and watch a movie or whatever. So like every so often I get a wild hair in my butt, want to go out, but at the end of the day, I'm coming home. You know what I'm saying? I got to come home and chill. I ain't there late.
So like, why you didn't like the party scene as a kid? Like, what was it about the party
I
scene
didn't
that?
like people. This might be sound crazy. I didn't like people. I didn't like being the fact of being all clustered. How can you mac or talk to some lady and you all like this? You know what I'm saying? Because every party that I hit back in the day, it was just on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it was. I didn't feel comfortable there. I didn't. I'm always looking around my back, so I ain't gonna put myself where I ain't comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came up.
So speaking about Mac and like, a lot of people didn't grow up on pickup lines. But you know what I'm saying? We was around that age group, and we was around those fellas that taught us pickup lines. Like, how important is pickup lines when macking a female, and that these young boys won't understand today?
Man, Mackin used to be like, you just say some sweet stuff to her ear just to make her, smile and grin. Once you get her smiling and grinning, that number come out. Then, hey, you be on the phone in the house phone, your mom they call it, can I speak to Curvonte? And she was like, this girl on the phone, who is this? And you have to explain that. But Mackin it was y'all texting to this day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all Instagram liking a picture, you know what I'm saying? Y'all that's Mackin to,
Yeah.
that's equivalent to our Mackin. So we had to Mac to get what we want.
So as you like was macking to get what you want, and then you graduated high school, like, when did you start getting into like the bully world, like the dog world?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Growing up, like I said, upbringing, my dad bred, pit dogs. That's everybody had pit dogs back in the day. And I mean, I always liked the dogs, and coincidentally, my grandfather liked the dogs. So it was like it's born in me. You know what I'm saying? My mom's dad liked the dogs, and man, it was just I was always surrounded by dogs. Man, they always your friend. Whatever you do to that dog can still come to you. And so my dad was like, doing pit dogs, whatever. And then as I growed up around 2014, I started getting pit dogs or whatever. And then that thing happened with, Mike Vick, you know what I'm saying, around that era. And then they started handing out time. So I was like, I was on the way that's a funny story too. On the way to go get a game dog, right? Met this dude named Cal Harris out of Rayford, North Carolina. Going to buy one. And shout out Cal. and went to his house to go look at the game dogs, and I seen this. I mean, it was big old. The head was like this big, y'all, and it's about that tall. And so I was like, I want one of them bully pits. I mean, I said I want one of them pits on steroids because they look favorite of pit. So I end up like, yo, what? How much one of them cost at the time? You gotta ask, right? Asked, and he was like, yo, how much you think? And I was like, $700. He was like, nah.
And when was this? Like, what year was this?
This was around 2015.
Okay.
It's around 2015. That's when I was getting transition out the pit dogs
Mm-hmm.
and going into the bully. That was my first introduction to the early 2015, late 2014, until the American Bully, the dog game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I always been in the dog game, but at your introduct to the bullies was around late 2014, early 2015.
Because a lot of people want to know, like, if you do your homework, and I don't care what nobody say, you the first person in Robertson County that brought them bullies out. You the first person in Robertson County that was winning them awards and stuff off them bullies, man. So who was your first, like, what was your first bully, the dog that you bought off him? Maybe I should let you finish that story, or
I didn't even buy it. It's crazy. I actually, and I picked on him to the day. The dog that I was asking to buy, he's actually a champion now in ABKC. His name was Duke, Champion Duke, from Cal Harris, right? But he had that dog was a puppy at the time. And so I was like, yo, how much for this dog? He was like, he looked at me with no smirk, smile, no joking, was like $10,000. I was like, what? As everybody else say that when I get my prices, that's $10,000. I was like, nah, that ain't it. So I did what everybody else do. Go look for the cheaper version. And I did, and end up buying my first bully for like $1,500. And that came off like I had a wheel and deal to get that. You know what I'm saying? But I got it for $1,500, and that was a lot of money back then. You know, so that was a lot of money for a dog.
Yeah.
But I had paperwork, I had all that going on. So that's when I first bought it, and that's when as you seen the wars and stuff. And the crazy thing about it, I didn't even show my first dog.
Okay.
I had a handler.
Can we talk about that?
Man, so this shout out Anthony Gray. He was my handler. First, I was shout out
And then
King.
you also, okay, when you breaking the story down, you also got to tell us what is a handler. What
Okay.
is, like, you got to break it down for the people.
So a handler is a person that actually bonds with your dog and present your dog in the best way as possible so the judge. Anybody can go out there and walk with the dog and, try to stack it or whatever. But a stack means, basically stand still. That's what a stack is. So the judge can actually eye the dog and put the dog in a silhouette. And I wasn't good at that. So you pay people to do that, at the time. And I ended up linking with this guy named Anthony Gray. Shout out, he up there in Cameron, North Carolina. Um, and he ended up being my first handler. And that's crazy. 2015 with my boy Tank. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened after he handled the dog, and like what really made you like get into this? I want to, like present. I don't know how the dog show go, and then like a lot of people gonna be like, you should did your homework. You don't even know how to act. I don't know nothing about the dog world, and I had to bring the king of the bullies here. Yeah, the king of the bullies. I
Nah,
had to
hey,
bring him here.
we up
So
and coming king, baby. We up
nah,
and
you a
coming
king of the
king.
bullies. You was the first person to bring it to Robinson County. You the first person. I remember sharing your post in 2016 and 2017, not knowing nothing about it. But then when the pandemic hit, everybody got bullies.
Blew up.
Everybody got bullies. So like, how does that go, and how does that work when you got the handler, you got everything going, and you want to present your dog to a dog show?
So then all of a sudden, those shows, it's crazy. These phones be listening to you. When I first got the dog, then I started thinking about like dog shows started popping on my Facebook, and it was crazy. I was like, and I looked at my wife and I was like, you know what? I want to do this. At the time, she was my girlfriend, but I was like, you know what? I want to do this. She was always supported me, Rebecca Murphy. Now, hey, but
She
she's
don't forgot
always,
her old last name.
hey,
He said Murphy. Now he does Rebecca.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Murphy,
Murphy. That's
yeah.
all it is.
That's all it is now,
But
But
go ahead, cuz.
she always supported me in everything I did, and she was like, "Well, let's do it." So we linked up with Ant. I think our first show was like Allentown. Dude named James Cooper out of VA throws it. It was a big show at the time, and we went up going, and bro, we ended up going crazy. I mean, it was going crazy for us.
What's going crazy? Like you
First place,
gotta break down that
first
event.
place.
So how did you know you were gonna go first place? Like you gotta tell us like, hey, niggas was telling me, hey, I like your dog.
Really, I
Like how did
was
that at first, like that's your first prize, your first place, like placement or whatever. Your first placement was a first place.
one, not my first place.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right, let's bring that back then. All right, so we sent the dog off first. It went to Alabama.
Okay.
Alabama went to a showdown in Alabama. It got a second and a third. I'm out. Out of 4 shows, second and third. First time, I'm out. It don't mean no points, but just for his first time. And so then we go. Let's fast forward to Allentown. Allentown comes around. We get 4 first places. And so when you say four first places, you're getting 10 points. That's 40 points to your 150 points to champion this dog out. So I got 40 of that already. And so I'm amped. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all totally in. And so I wasn't there. They like the bystanders, exhibitors wasn't really telling me nothing because I was like more of, again, back to my upbringing, sit back and look and observe everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And learning it. That's what I was doing. I paid that man to show my dog. You know what I'm saying? So he doing it. I'm just sitting back and absorbing all of it in. So I have both sides of the spectrum, knowing as a person that's paying the money and the person that's actually receiving the money and doing the job.
So being from the country, and we all have like hidden inner mechanisms where we gotta observe and we don't trust as much. But when you start getting to this business world, did you learn to start opening up and networking?
Yeah, man. That's what this bully game is definitely about networking, who you know, what elbows you rubbing with people, making sure that you rubbing elbows with the right people, not nobody trying to scam you because there are scams out there, you know what I'm saying?
How do you scam with the bullies?
Man, it's
How like can you break that down?
scamming, man. Like, you know, they selling you a dream. They telling you this dog gonna be this just to get your money. And once they get your money, the dog look like old Roy that's tied on a tree. And then you like,
Oh yellow.
oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it. Is that's the scamming part of it. There's also scamming where you send them money and they don't send you anything. There's also afraid of that. That's why I deal with a lot of breeders that you have a relationship with. That's the important of having a relationship with the breeders, knowing them, and knowing how they take care of their dogs, because that has a big part of when you grabbing their dogs, so you know how to take care of it and get what they're got, or how their looks. You know what I'm saying? So that's some of the scamming versions of it.
So how did you deal with the influx? Well, the influx, the inflation, however you say it. But I ain't an English major. I'm a psych major. But like how would you deal with like the influx or the extra amount of people? I gotta figure out that word. We're gonna go back and do that. But like how do you like figure out those like excuse me. We're gonna take it back. Black Positive TV. We got my boy over here, the Bully King. But when you when all those people started selling bullies and like during the pandemic, and it was like an influx of people and a whole bunch of stuff like that. Like, how did you deal with that situation? Did you feel like on your toes, or did you start saying, "I've been in this. I'm the OG." Like,
Well,
what was your persona?
well, at that time it was you know, you pay for what you get for. They don't know anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. They just bought $2, put them together, and then they go sell them. Uh, I actually have the history. I actually had the know how. I actually had the. You could call me and I can tell you at that time. What's going on.
So do you
The quality people, and and a lot of times to this day, people buy into the person.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you feel like people don't do they just like discography or their discovery? I'm just messing up all type of words, but you just don't feel like people do they like real research and they discovery on what these dogs are, but they just see a person with a chain on and say I got bullies, and now people are investing in them. But how do you stay organic in this situation? How do you also win in this situation without being a hater?
Keep it 100. It's always gonna be. If you keep it 100, you're always gonna be a hater.
Yeah.
You're always gonna be a hater.
Hmm.
You keep it 100, you're always gonna be a hater because people don't like the truth. So a
So
lot of times people come to me and they ask me, "What do you think?" And they think I'm joking because I'm a joking person. And I say, "What do you want to know? Do you want to know the truth, or do you want me to tell you your dog look cute, or do you want me to tell you, you know, take it to the pound and put it down? What do you want to know?" You know, and a lot of times they want you to tell you that their dog is cute, and they can't accept the fact that your dog is not what you saying it's supposed to be.
so do you feel like some people are like no names, I'm just speaking in general. Like, do you feel like people like are abusing the bullies these days with like extra steroids or trying to make them more bow leg or more exotic? Do you feel like people are like messing up the game?
Well, I hear you said that word exotic. Let's get this separated, right? Let me go ahead and knock this in the bud.
The bully king.
Exotic bullies, and American bullies are two different breeds. To all my vets, vet techs, veterinarians, exotic bullies are the ones with the bowed legs. There are some nice exotic bullies. Don't get me wrong, and they're functional. But there's American bully that's actually an actual breed also. I'm dealing with American bullies. So with that said, uh, I don't see much as steroids in that. Using that I don't know of. But whatever they happen at their house, happened at their house, man. I can say yay and nay.
So we just gonna like hit a touchy topic, like because you're a man that love dogs, and dog is a man best friend. But then you have people who profit off dogs, in a negative way. How do you feel about dog fighting?
You got to grow up. You got to grow up.
Can you elaborate on that?
Uh, I was growed around the dog fight, and I grew up. I got wiser, Uh, just because you can do it, don't mean you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they are bred to do what you're saying, what they're supposed to do. But nowadays, I keep it 100. Dogs have more rights than humans nowadays.
And why is that in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think just because they don't have the voice to say yay and nay, because we still look at UFC, fighting every day on TV, but we don't see dog fighting on because those people actually sign the waiver and says yes, I'm okay with fighting. These dogs don't have their voice to say that.
So I had a theory. Follow me on this. And I was saying that animals will rule the world if they was able to talk. So if your bullies could speak to you, how would you feel? Like if your dogs could speak to you every day, like, hey man, switch that meal up. Hey man, add some more carrots. Like, do you think your dogs be having good conversation with you, or would they be like fussing with you? Like, how you feel?
Bro, without them talking, I still have good conversations with them. But you saying I talk to my dogs, and so like I put something you can tell, like when you be around your dogs long enough, you would tell, like they're like you put it in a bowl, they're like, I ain't not a fun with that. Like, but then you have those that actually put it down and like, they look at them and like, fuck it, and go straight to it. You know what I'm saying? So like, we have conversations, not like intellectual conversations, of course, but like, we just like just moods. They talk about it. When they're happy, when they're sad. All that. So we talk. They let me know when something's hurting. All type of shit.
So if your dogs could talk, which one of your dogs would be your best friend, like your right hand man?
Ooh, ooh, that's a good one. All of them, man. I mean, right now, the ones that's living right now, right?
Mm-hmm. How many dogs do you even have?
I got about 12.
Oh my god, bullies.
Bullies and French bulldogs.
Oh, what they say, Frenchies?
Frenchies, yeah,
Frenchies.
Um, it'll probably be Betty. Betty with my black Betty. That's probably my girl.
So Betty be talking to you sometime.
Betty just wide open all the time. Betty just like that thorn, like you have that thorn in your side but you hate to see her down, but like Betty, my girl. Betty, my girl.
Facts, man. So we gonna get a little bit in your personal life, man.
All right.
So you said some lady was your girlfriend first, and then that same lady ended up becoming your wife.
Right.
Who is this lady?
Man, her name is Rebecca Locklear. Born and bred, Roland, North Carolina. Born and bred, sorry. In Roland, North Carolina, went to high school with her, graduated 2011, of course, from South Ross, went to Roland Middle and Southside. We bring it back all the way.
Oh man.
Went to Southside.
So when did you have your eyes on her?
Long time. That's that Mac you talking about. You hear me?
We gonna talk about that Mac, cause we about to break this down.
It was a long time coming. I put it like that, and it's crazy how life works. I tried to date her or whatever, that didn't happen. All through from fifth grade, I tried in middle school, let it go.
You weren't cool enough, man.
I wasn't cool enough.
Keep it going. Keep it going. I'm just we're ad libbing. Just keep it going.
And I tried in high school, didn't work, and it just so happened she ended up working at the job that I used to work at. She ended up coming through. One of my homeboys was at the time. He was like, "Yo, you see this girl?" Blah 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 blah. And so I was like,
I know her.
No, he was like, I didn't even know who he was talking about. Okay. Right? So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna check her out. Because again, at the time I was single, I was macking, and he was living his life careless through me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like he was like the hunt. Now he was like, hey, go check that out over there. Mm-hmm. And so and I went over there and I didn't see the girl he was talking about initially. And so me and her just started talking because we was catching up. We ain't seen each other since graduation. And then so when I walked away, he came to me. He was like, "Yo, you know her?" I was like, at the time, Bubba. And he was like, Bubba. Her name Rebecca. I was like, yeah, I went to school with that girl. She cool. She cool. She
Yeah,
cool. She
just
cool.
I
Like,
ain't really worried about
yeah,
her.
like
She turned me down.
she already turned me down like 3 times.
I'm just saying, hey man, what's good?
Right. And so he was like, nah, that's the girl I was talking about. I was like, oh. And then we ended up being friends and then, kicking it. And
so how did the Mac start? After y'all was talking at the store or at the job or whatever, like what you like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go to Texaco, or after Sunday we go get 2 pieces of chicken, you know what I'm saying? I grab you a sweet tea. How, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say 2 pieces of chicken and sweet tea. That's her meal like
that. A word? Like
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like
she like chicken and sweet tea.
Like so, how did you like? What was the date? Or you said you want Netflix and chill a little bit, or how did? Because you a smooth guy, cuz. So I'm trying to figure out like how did you like? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm a big guy, smooth big guy. You know what I'm saying. So I started out, and she liked to eat. That's crazy. So I started out. We was working and just we was cool. Like the friendship started back when she ended up going out there to the camel suit. That's where we met at, right? Camel suit, and we were just cool at the time, just texting, really legit, like my homeboy, And then it just I don't know how it just ended up being what it is, man. I can't even tell you like how like we started going like after work we used to go to like the Huddle House or the Waffle House or something. And we just sit and talk, and I talk about my girl problems, she talk about her boy problems. And
And then there's eventually like, why are we going through this if I really like you?
No, what had happened was
okay. Look, this is the juicy part.
Hey, so now
we
you
done got the dog business out of the way. We got the dog business out of the way. We getting messy now. We in there now.
So initially, I was talking to this chick, and she ended up posting. I was going out to a Waffle House or something, and I had this very distinctive hoodie. Like
you got to remember the hoodie. We need all details. Black Pots TV.
It was a Curvonte hoodie, bro, with the Carolina Curvonte hoodie.
Okay.
But like not many people gonna have a Carolina. Like it was a Curvonte hoodie. That's what I call it, the Curvonte hoodie. Like Curvonte bought that.
That was your good luck hoodie.
Right.
That's the hoodie you brought out when you wanted to feel that.
Right. So you busy.
Nah, everybody that was you poured a good luck hoodie out on it. But go ahead.
So I had the hoodie, came out of work, and we ended up going to the Waffle House or somewhere, Huddle House. And she took a picture of me and posted it on like what's called like out with friends or something like that, right? And so at the time I didn't do it. When I woke up that next morning, that chick that I was talking to, oh my God, she blasted my soul out. And I was in hot water then. And then so that went from here to, whew. And then we just started just kicking it, that went past and we just started kicking it, And now she's my wife now.
Nah, look, it ain't just now she my wife. So after y'all was kicking it, when did you was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like the Huddle House, this good. I love these waffles. I love this syrup and these over easy eggs. But when you gonna be my girlfriend? Like how did that come about? Cause it's like you being good, so I'm breaking it down. I'm being messy.
Hey, weed hours of the time. You already know you at home on the phone at like 3:00 in the morning, and you just it happened. You know what I'm saying? You already macking on the phone,
feet on the wall, picking up stuff.
Picking on the hey on the toilet like this right here. Yeah. And just on the
shower, roll the tissue back, unroll it. Can't even keep your mind straight.
Hey, while you playing, lay it on the floor, feet in the air, that type of night. You know what I'm saying? And then it just happened, man.
So when y'all was going along y'all relationship, and you was like, dang, like this the same girl from 5th, this the same girl from 9th, this the same girl from the job. Yo, you so dope. I can't never leave. So when did the proposal come about?
So actually, it was some time between that. We dated, and about 7 years. We dated for like 7 years, and like 7, yeah. And then one day, I just woke up and was like, "Yo, let's get married." Because my mom was out. You know how your moms are. If you gonna
How
don't
you just
use
wake up and say, "Yo, let's get me"? Did you have a
it,
dream? Did you eat something before that night? I need the whole scoop. You
I'm
gotta
trying
bring
to
it
tell you,
here.
man.
You didn't just wake up.
It just
She slapped you after she made you a good food, made you a good meal, and said, "Hey, if you don't put a ring on my finger, it's gonna be 7 years, boy. I'm leaving."
no, it was no
I'm just
ultimatum.
playing with
Usually it starts with an
you. Yeah,
ultimatum,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it really wasn't. One day, matter of fact, I could tell you the day I was leaving church, and I come home and sit there and I look there and I said, "Let's get married." And I said, "You know what? Let's do it Wednesday."
That's the thing. What happened at church that day? Yeah, I'm dissecting. They something that somebody talked to you at church that day, or you
Nobody.
felt something. How can you? You
It
can't
just
tell me that, because you left church
I
and
look.
then you went and said, "Let's get married. Let's do it Wednesday." Something happened at church. Somebody talked to you. You got to bring it out your mind, because that happened. You don't remember, but I'm gonna give you time. Let it simmer. Somebody told you that woman. Like you probably
Well, you know your mom's already
yeah.
prepping you up. You know
But
you
what
need to
happened
marry
at
that
church? Because
girl,
you
but
came straight after church and said that something happened. Because you got to give me that.
it was really spare in the moment.
It wasn't,
It was spare.
because men, we don't like to express, right? So I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
All right.
Woke up that morning.
Okay.
You got dressed.
Okay.
You went to church.
Okay.
When you was at church, somebody talked to you. Somebody.
Oh
You.
God. Okay, put it like that. God
Okay.
was on my way
I know
home.
him too. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay. I
maybe
didn't.
brother
Yeah.
talked to you,
Bro, talk to me.
and then he was like, "Yo, this woman, you need to quit playing."
It was just like that.
So maybe it was a sermon. Maybe it was your aunt or your mom, anybody beside you. Somebody that you was, I'm trying to dig deep and bring it out. Somebody besides you said, "Yo," like they didn't say it, but they said it in
I
their
was driving.
aura.
I was driving home, and I was like, it was just like, yo,
But
damn.
something hit you, because you got dig deep for that. Something hit you that said, "Yo, we doing this Wednesday. We gone." Like I can't even play with this no more. Because you left, like, because it's a difference between leaving church and going to marry your girl, or leaving the club and telling your girl you gonna be faithful. If I'm leaving the club and telling my girl, "Hey yo, I'm done with this," that means I almost slipped, I almost whatever, and I realized that this is my girl and this is who I need to be with.
Right.
See, but in a different level, on the other yang, you was at church, so something hit you. We gonna dig for that. We gonna dig for it.
It was really, hey, cause you might think I'm lying, but it was spur of the moment. I came back from church. I was riding down the road, and something said, like, "You might well go ahead and marry her." Just like that, you might well go ahead and marry her. Shit, y'all ain't going nowhere
You
like
remember
that.
what you was listening to? And he's like,
I don't
I'm,
listen
I'm
to the
just trying to
radio.
find it. I'm just trying to find it. You want to listen to that? You ain't got the
Nothing,
phone with nobody.
nothing.
You
Just
like
came. It was
mom
really
or grandma. Nobody didn't say nothing to you before you left church.
nothing. Like I went to church,
Okay.
left church. You know, I didn't leave church early. I left church, and then I was just riding down the road. And like I'm a truck driver. You know, now I drive trucks, right? And I'm used to like not riding with music because I'm listening to everything that's going on around me. And I was just riding home, and I was like, I would marry her. Like it was just like you ain't going. I don't know why it was in my spirit. Why God came to me like He came to me, but He did, and I did it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't wait. I didn't ponder on it. I didn't sleep on it. I got home, sat down. She seen something was on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And, she started talking, what's going on, blah, blah. I said, let's get married. And like a dummy, she said, okay. And that Wednesday, I was like, let's do it Wednesday. She's like, okay. But it was so bad, I had to pay somebody to sign for us to get married. It was like a spur of the moment type shit like that.
Word.
Yeah. Like, look, I was like, yo, you want $10? Come sign this for us. And it was like around the cross, you want $10? I had like $20 bill in my, I was like, hey, y'all here, boom. And they signed. And my mom ended up coming, my sister and all that. But like it was literally spread on me, my daughter, and her just went to the courthouse and got married, bro.
So, like,
It's my
how,
best friend.
how has marriage life been? I couldn't even, before I even asked a question, say, "That's my best
That's
friend."
her right there.
Look. Now answer that. Tell
Oh,
me
okay,
your what's
okay,
the name. We gone.
okay.
It's the full thing.
Hello.
Look at Big
Doing
Cuz.
a interview right
And we
now.
were just
You're on
talking
it, and
about
we just talking about you.
it.
All right. All right.
She was like, "Look, make sure you come back and
She's probably but
go to Walmart. Make sure you pick up what I needed from Walmart. I need look 2 blinds and some eggs and look."
she probably she's about to go to work right
So how's marriage life been treating you, champ?
now. Pretty good. I mean, ain't no difference. We was together for about 7 years, so it's like literally nothing but a piece of paper, and nothing changed. Like I said, she's my friend, my best friend.
What's one thing like that she do for you that like really puts like a big damp in your eyes, make you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like whether it's the meal, whether she wake up, she asks for a hug. You know, us men, we try to stay, you know what I'm saying, solid as possible. You know what I'm saying, not show our emotion. But what are some things she do for you that you be like, you gonna make me cry? Whether she done washed your clothes and matched all your socks, you know what I'm saying, any little thing. What is something that like she does for you that just bring a tear to your eye?
Really, the support, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's hard.
Cause you say that with the dogs.
It's
She
hard.
said, "Do it."
It's hard. It's
Mm-hmm.
like finding someone to support you, man. That believes in you, night in, night out. Is and
Tough.
it's like I could say tomorrow, hey, I'm gonna jump off the Eiffel Tower tomorrow without a parachute, but with a blanket, and I'm gonna make it. She could probably say, "That's dumb, but I believe in you, baby. I'm behind you. Let me get two of them." You know what I'm saying? So like, she really that really does it for me, man. Like she believes in me. The look she gives me when she believes in me, and it's a genuine look. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, baby, it's on. Let's do it. I got you. And that's all I can ask for, man.
So if you had unlimited funds, right? Let's just say Jay-Z account, like his bread woke up in your account one day. Like it was a 2-day glitch.
God, you can make it
It
happen
was a
now.
2-day glitch. Gotta make it happen.
Okay.
It was a 2-day glitch. Where is somewhere that you would take your wife for 2 weeks? Y'all got 2 weeks. The card ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't pay for it. The card ain't going, the banks ain't gonna notice. It's a 2-day glitch. You can take it anywhere in the world for a week. Paid for it. Billions of dollars. Where are you going?
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
That card, everything gonna go back in the negative after 2 weeks now. So you need to ball out. You need to ball out and you need to
My
spend.
card going back to the negative.
Yeah, your whole card going back to the negative because it was a glitch.
Oh,
So you got $1 billion in your account right now, but it's only gonna be there for 2 days. So you need to go ahead and get the hotel and all that. You
oh,
got 2 weeks to be out. So where would
um,
you go for 2 weeks? You and the wife.
to the house. Yep. Yeah, because I gotta
Country
live after
boy, man. Come on, Fred. You can't give me that.
I gotta live after them 2 weeks, and I ain't paying back what I just did. That's the type of time I be on. I'm not paying that back. You know what I'm saying? So we can save some money and then go wherever we want to go, but we'll work together and go and make it happen. But as far as like waking up and doing it, and my account gonna be in the negative, now it's different if my account wasn't being like the money's gone.
Okay, so
It's already.
what if they never like can catch up with it? It got dispersed. Everything was good, and like, well, what if you just woke up one day and $1 million in your account? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you just looked at that million and you like, babe, we about to go somewhere. Maybe that's a better example. Where is somewhere you would like to go with you and a lady?
See, that's not
That's that country boys. I
because
just put
now
$1 million in your pocket, and you telling me I just want to
now
chill at the crib. I do the same stuff. I do the same stuff.
if I got just a meal ain't enough because I want general wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm looking at like how can I invest this or how can I make it easier for my daughter? I ain't
Mm-hmm.
thinking about me and my wife. I mean we can stay home. Let's set something up for her. Our daughter. That's basically what I think now. If I had you say I woke up with 30 mil or something and we can go vacation, I'm thinking, Cabo, Dubai, something. Well, not even Dubai. Most likely to be Cabo.
So what is like how? Well, skip that question, man. I've been ready to get to this, man. Like, how is fatherhood, brother? Like, how is being a father? Like, how does that feel for you, man? And you a black father, you're a great father, and you married, and God bless you to have a daughter, like to change the world. When we have daughters, that allows us to change the world. Like, I just want to let you know that. But how do you feel like about fatherhood, being a father, being a black father? I know I'm throwing these questions on you, but being a father, being a black father, like having a daughter, answer all that. Like, how does that feel?
Having a daughter is it's different, and I can't explain it. I mean, if you, it's just having a daughter is different, man. It's just like she's a smart girl, beautiful, smart girl, Caitlin. I love you, girl. That's her name, Caitlin Murphy, Caitlin Anna Murphy. But man, having a daughter is just it's the love is crazy, man. Like it's just like you can do no wrong. Like literally, it the closest thing, and you might think it's kind of cliche for me saying it. The closest thing, and it's not fucked up as how I'm about to say it. The closest thing to a daughter's love is a puppy,
And why would you say that? I
because
mean, you got to clear that up for the people who don't understand your logic. Even though we got the bully king, my big cuz here, but like when you saying that having a daughter is like also having a puppy, like
like the love is
the
compared,
love is compared. So
yeah.
I need you to elaborate on that.
Because a puppy, it follows you to the end of the earth. A puppy always gonna love you no matter what you do to it. It's always gonna love you.
Mm.
The like it depends on you. You know, a puppy depends, and that's why I love breeding. That's why I love that part. You know, far as the breeding aspect of bullies. It's just like it puts you in a space in like nothing else matters. You know, um, it's just man, if you think about it, it's just crazy.
Look, man, before we get into some other stuff, you know I got to be messy one more time, bro.
Hi, man. Here we
Because
go.
you know, like
Here we go.
growing up, man, we didn't like to say we had favorites. And our aunties and our uncles, they didn't like to let us know who was our favorite. So the first part, who was your favorite? Like, who was your favorite? Who was your favorite auntie? Your favorite uncle? Or your
Oh,
favorite cousin? Like,
oh,
like niggas gonna get mad because the second question is gonna be who your daughter favorite cousin, uncle, or whatever, like auntie or whatever. But first is on you. Like, who was your favorite? Like, cause you know you got that uncle who be like, yeah, boy, I raised you, boy. You know what I'm saying? You my little, you know what I'm saying? But then he don't even know you not his favorite. You got that auntie like, hey boy, you know, but she might not be your favorite. You got that cousin that be like, boy, you know, you my dog. Who is your favorite relative? I'm putting you on the spot.
my favorite cousin will probably be, and you went to school with a Brayon.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my
Word.
favorite
That's
cousin.
dope, man.
We're so close in the age, and I never had a brother. I always got a sister, and it was like my brother, like my little brother. To this day, I still call him dirty booty ass boy. But that's probably my favorite cousin because we had like, and when I say favorite, and I mean this more consistent. Like, like I had a cousin that his brother, which is his brother, my uncle's son, Ahim. He was my favorite, but it was like who's apart, you know, because he's doing life in his world and I'm doing my little thing. So like he's my cousin, but he's just like not my cousin. But I look at Brayon as actually my brother. Our lives coexist. Like we always run into each other. We always, you know, always together. When he was smaller. Now he got a family of his own. So like a girl.
Okay,
So
look, see,
like
so now y'all that look, he like, yo, we been together our whole life. You know what I'm saying? I rock with you, and we both got a little girl.
yes,
So it's just like, oh yeah, that's your favorite cousin.
yeah. So like it would have to be him. That I'm sorry. I love all my
All right,
cousins,
so
but
let's keep it going, man. So like, you know, like as your daughter get older, like
right,
they talk.
right.
You know, she tell you, I don't want to go to this person's house. I want to go to that person's house. I don't want to go over there. I want to go over here. I don't want to be babysitted by that one. Who is your daughter's favorite cousin?
Oh,
I'm being messy.
so it's not cousins because my daughter is the my daughter is the only grandkid
Okay.
on both sides. Rebecca's mother and father is together still, and they live together, and my parents is together like that. And She have a brother and I have a sister. So it's like she really don't want to go nowhere.
Oh yeah, because everybody trying to nick and pull. Everybody wanna.
And right.
Everybody wanna. So she like, yeah, I'd rather just chill at the crib.
Crib, right. She rather be with like her Mima and Papa or Mima and Gigi. I mean, Papa and Gigi and Papa and Mima. Papa and Mima is my mom. Papa and Gigi is Rebecca mom and daddy.
Oh yeah, so we can't even separate that because she's like being with her grandparents.
She's like,
so I can't even be messy on that. I gotta let it go.
Yeah, she don't like being with nobody. To be real with you, if she had to go with somebody and she liked to be with somebody, it would be my cousin Jarvis. Now Jarvis and my daddy. That's his favorite uncle, my daddy. So we was raised up, but again, it was an age difference, you know. But his wife, you know, him and his wife, she liked going over there and with his mother and all them, like chilling with them. But far as just like actually go somewhere, she want to go to her Mima's or Papa's, you know, her grandparents.
So man, just one more like question, like, you know what I'm saying, concerning like your daughter, you know, and fatherhood, man. If your daughter wanted to play football and she said, Dad, like, I want to play football, and you being a father, and you know what I'm saying, like, would you train her and allow her to be in that state, or like I'm just bringing up random questions. Like, how would you feel about if your daughter wanted to play football, and let's just say that she was top, like she was legit from middle school to high school, and now she's in college. Like, Dad, I want to play for UCLA.
I'm gonna show her how to fuck them up.
There we go.
Support.
There we go.
If she want to be the president, guess what I'm gonna do? We gotta do what we gotta do. That's my baby.
And that's bad fathers.
I'm a father. I'm gonna be realistic with her. You know, baby, they gonna hit hard, but only best. You know, the best. How would you say the best advice is experience? You don't know until you get in there and do it. So when she get in there and get her head knocked off, I'm gonna be there. Hey, baby, get up.
We got to make sure you don't bring no guns in the stadium.
Oh no!
When they tackle her too hard, I don't want you.
Cause she put herself in that predicament. You know, I'm not that type of dad. No.
He said, I give you a chance to swim. I give you a chance to swim.
Go, you know?
Definitely.
And I'm going to pick her up and say, baby, we ain't going to do this no. She going to say, no, Dad, we can go home now. And then that's the end of that, you know, mission.
So what is like some of the struggles of like dog breeding?
That's a good one. Good one. The struggles of dog breeding, man, is not catching. Making sure you for those that's
what's catching, like you
catching.
be dropping.
My bad.
You can't keep dropping slang, and I'm not in the dog world. Like,
my bad.
We got the bully king, man, like the American bully king.
So you doing breedings and they're not catching far as being pregnant.
How can something like that happen? You gotta. I'm not in your world, cause you gotta break it down.
There's numbers of things. They're not dropping the eggs at the right. You know, far as reproductive now. The eggs are not right.
Why would something like that happen though?
Like, not fertilized.
Yeah, like why
the eggs not getting fertilized?
Yeah, like why would a dog be going through that type
false
of
pregnancies? Not eggs not being fertilized, but eggs not being fertilized can come from only semen. The semen being dead, they've been shipped. It's not good, right?
But how can a dog like?
But the girl not drop the eggs. It could be hormonal. It could be the cap of the dog that she don't feel like she need to produce. You know, it could be stress. It could be numerous of things.
So
man.
Stress can stop a female dog from
producing or catching. Like you got a dog in a stress situation, it's going to be hard for it to catch. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for it to catch.
So like musically, cause like who your top 5 artists?
Young Jeezy. Nowadays, right?
Nah, this your top 5. This you.
Young Jeezy. I have to go with the South Gucci. No order now. No order.
No order.
No order. I got to go with that yike. I'm a down south player. You know what I'm saying? I like what's the dude? What's the cat? He locked up Pooh Shiesty.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then I got to go with Gotti. Dolph. I mean, I got a bunch of them. I'm a down south dude though,
Yeah, man.
all
So
day.
look, as we wrap it up, man, like I know you like the dogs, and I know, like, you know what I'm saying, you've been macking, and I know you're a married man, and I know you're a father. But black politicians, I like to bring out people art. Your art is the dogs. Your art is being a father. That's an art. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your art is making sure that your family and everybody taken care of. But I feel like you got some bars you can spit for me. I feel no, I could before you
Bruh.
say no. You can't tell me when you be on those truck rides and you be driving no music that you ain't came up with a slight 8 or a slight 4 or a slight 12 or 16 or 32 with a bridge or album.
You
Give me
want
something,
me, you
cuz.
want me to tell you what I put together?
Give it to me.
I put together breedings, man.
Mm.
Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always on the and let me by the way, let me before we wrap it up. Man, y'all gotta check out these breeders. That's Carolina bred breeders. Mark and Tamara Wagner out of Greensboro. They own Grand Champion Samson. You gotta check out Johnny Scoop right there in South Carolina, right in Dillon. He owned Grand. I'm at Champion Little Homie. You gotta check out if you up in the D. My boy James Lewis with Johnny Ringo, Grand Champion Johnny Ringo, Champion Curly Bill. Um, man, Kyle Harris making some noise down in Rayford. Like I said, it's full circle. I still fuck with Kyle till today. You know what I'm saying? Even when he told me $10,000 for a dog, but I wasn't about to pay it. But I still mess with him, man. These breeders are doing their thing. We're trying to bring this community functional dogs is the key, is the way, because we want our consumers, our customers, to have long life with their dogs, right? You want to have the dogs live a long life. These some of the top breeders that's giving you that, giving you a good quality and a long life with your dog. Your dog with the chef life of your dog, a long life. But man, basically it'd be me and Tammy or me and James on the phone putting together breedings, man, talking about showing how we can get better. How we can make well Tammy's already been just about at the top. She got the national winner. Like
National winner?
like
And
national
that's
winner.
somebody that you on the phone with,
Oh,
negotiating things and chopping it up with.
dogs, most definitely. She's from California.
Mm-hmm.
But she's presided in North Carolina, Greensboro now.
Okay.
But yeah, she's one of the top dogs, man. He's one of the dogs to look. You need to check him out. If you can pull him up one day or put him on the podcast or whatever.
We'll make that connection. I'm gonna need your help with that.
Yeah, they definitely somewhere we can get this to popping. You know what I'm saying? And they got in 17 different countries, dogs in 17 different
Mm.
countries. Well known. They just being to the top. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They already been there. I'm still striving to get there. You know what I'm saying?
you
As far
already at
as
the top. You the
when
you, you the king of Robinson County.
hey man,
All first you gotta, like, when it comes to music and it comes to anything, first you gotta take control of local.
right.
Then you take control of like region. Well, it's local, and then it's like take control of your state, then the region, like, you know what I'm saying, then coast, then states, and you know what I'm saying. You know how it
Right,
go.
right,
But
right,
like, you already the king of Robinson County, bro.
right. Man.
But I see how you try to avoid me, and the first segment was already about the dogs. We done wrapped it up
I
about
gotta give my
everything.
props to the people,
I need some
man.
bars, man. I know you got
Hey,
your people. You got. I know you got something in your head because you listen to music. You know a lot
right,
of people that make music.
right,
You around music.
right.
You can't tell me that you don't got a little.
I don't got none.
My name is Tay. You know, I'm in this bay. I'm on this truck all day, 18 hours, and I got them dogs breathing out the bay.
Man, for real, I'm in this passion so much,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I'm literally sleeping, not eating dogs, but sleeping and thinking about dogs all the time. Like, if it's not my kid or my family, or whatever. I'm even talking to them about dogs. So like, I'm putting down pedigrees. I'm
So you put in your 10,000 hours worth of practice.
always.
Always.
I think I'm over 10,000.
Mm.
I'm over. I'm overtime now. You know what I'm saying? I'm
So how's your relationship with God?
Oh, man and man goes every chance I can in town. I'm in church. We even on the road. We talking about these dogs. Like I said, that's one of the dudes I talk to on the road about breedings.
But you ain't talk to God about the bars. You ain't tell
Nah,
God to put them lyrics in you because like
I
I
want him to put
gotta
these
do
breeders
everybody
here.
like this because like you know what I'm saying. Everybody know on the channel whether you you know what I'm saying a police officer to you know what I'm saying whatever a teacher. No matter if you come on Black Positive TV, I'm gonna need some bars, man. And I know you got it in. And you know when you leave today,
I'll be thinking about it
you gonna
now.
be rapping something in
Hey,
your
I'll
head.
be thinking about it now because like I
And
really
if you ain't no artist, I just this is for me, cuz. Can you just give me a little four
I
and we
don't
can end it up?
I ain't got nothing.
You got something, cuz.
I ain't got
Like I'm
nothing.
pulling it out.
I ain't got
Because
nothing.
this is
I'm
what
drawing blanks. Literally, I've been thinking about it the whole time we talking.
yeah.
I'm drawing blanks.
All right, I'm
I
gonna give
think
you a
about it.
topic.
All right.
Dogs.
Woo, that's hard. It's hard, man.
Stop, drop, settle down.
This boy is crazy, man. Y'all keep. Hey, the boy crazy, man.
Nah, man, I was just playing with you, man. I appreciate you, big cuz, coming
You
through,
already
man, and
know.
everything you got going, man. From oh, I'm sorry, you want to say anything?
Check it out. We'll be in nationals. ABKC TV. I'll be in nationals in next week, this weekend. I don't know when it's gonna drop. It's gonna be December 3rd. I don't know when it's gonna drop. Whenever it drops, I'll be there. That's my next thing. I take a flight out Friday. I'll be back. Blah blah blah. If you're looking for dogs, you hit me up at Curvonte Murphy on Facebook. I think Fatboy Tay93 on Instagram. I even got a Palmetto Pine Kennels page on Facebook. Hit me and my wife up. We do pictures. We do dog breedings. We do all type of joint, man. Handling, travel to where with your dog. We do all that, man. And like I said, I like to give a shout out to the big man upstairs for making this happen. Kiara for hitting me up. Seeing it in me to give y'all this little bit of knowledge I got. We can go all day about dogs. And my mom and dad, and like I said, my wife Rebecca Locklear for believing in me. Keeping this grind with me. Haven't been
I thought it
peaches.
was Rebecca Murphy.
It
I'm
is.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I
You,
can't
you,
see
you say shout out to my wife Rebecca Locklear, and I was like, I thought it was Rebecca Murphy. I mean,
Locklear,
go ahead, go ahead.
Locklear Murphy.
Like,
Let's go get it right. All right,
that's good.
Rebecca Locklear Murphy. But we be traveling these roads, man, and man, we gets it. The grind, 10,000 hours and counting, keeping counting.
Can I ask you like just a random question?
Go ahead.
Because we country, we
Okay.
love to eat.
Mm-hmm.
What is like your favorite like meal that a lot of people that just be like, with me, I can make a banana sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I love my egg sandwich. What's your meal that's like this me? I like my egg sandwich with lettuce, tomato, bacon, cheese, mayonnaise, little jalapeno peppers. You know what I'm saying? Fried egg. Like that's my egg sandwich. That's my little cheat with some salt and vinegar chips on the side.
Okay.
So like, what's your like? Yeah, this that Curvonte meal.
That's a good one. That's a real damn good one. A lot of the times, cause I travel all over the world. We talk about, where what we eat or whatever, and a lot of times people look at me weird when I start talking about eating like wildlife,
What's wrong with talking about deer meat?
like deer meat,
Yeah, I love deer hash. We
like
from the country though, cuz.
coon and rabbit. Like when I start talking, and that
Yeah.
they were like, "Are you made in a cave or something?"
Well, like in Germany, people eat horse.
I won't be eating that though.
They say it's like good, like cow.
We
It's like
probably
good
be
beef.
eating in bologna though.
Yeah, we probably do.
Yeah, we probably eating bologna. I love me a good. But as far as a meal,
Yeah, like your cheat meal.
hmm,
Something that like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you go in the kitchen and everything is there, like from everything you need to make what you want. What's your cheat meal?
bruh, that's I don't know, bruh. I'm pretty basic. Um, I may do like a ham sandwich or bologna sandwich with just mayonnaise and mustard. That's it. Or put some cheese on it. Get fancy, put some cheese on it. Other than that, that's.
Boy, we weren't raised like that. I said, boy, we weren't raised like
Hey, for real
that.
though, that's totally. That's probably about it, man.
Facts,
I
man.
ain't, I ain't, I'm really not no, like, the thing about this right here, all right, let me tell you, and see, it's probably my problem now. Um, Doing these dogs all day and running with these, the trucks, I eat like one time a day.
Oh,
Like, I
that's
know it's hard to believe, but I really don't eat. I just be zooming. Like I'm always mine is always running. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
so,
getting your work in.
yeah. Like I'm thinking about breeding these dogs, family, trucks. By the time I do that, I gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning and lays at bed in like 1 o'clock.
So man, Black Politics TV. We got the king of bullies, the king of
You
bullies
already
in
know.
Robeson County, the real king of bullies in Robeson County,
Let's make that wave.
the real king of bullies in North Carolina,
Let's make that
the
wave.
real king of bullies in the Eastern Coast, like from New York all the way down to Florida.
Let's make that
Like,
wave.
come on, bro. We got my big
I
cuz
like that
Curvonte
wave.
Murphy. Lazy, I like that
I like that wave.
way. So,
Hey, we
bro,
got to
like,
come back.
look, we gotta come
We
back.
got
We
to
go,
come back.
man. I
Next time I'm
look.
bringing a dog.
I wanted you to bring the dogs,
Next time I'm
man.
bringing it up. Like I said, I was at Trade Supply, and like I literally, when I hit you up, oh yeah, I hit you up. No, you hit
No, I
me
hit
up.
you up. I hit you up.
Yeah, you called me when I was walking in Trade Supply, going to get dog food. I'm
Yeah,
in my dog clothes, man. This
yeah.
is look, I got a hole in there, but this is dog man. You know, dog man stuff. We look homeless when we out when we doing our thing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But you know, once we come out and have them goals and winning shows, you know, it's different. You have your good threads on.
So, good, little real quick question before we get out of here, man. Because you're a God fearing man. What's your favorite gospel song?
Ooh, I like quartet music.
Oh, we taking it
Ooh,
back. We taking back the Cancer Spirituals.
yeah, Lee
Oh,
Wills.
Lee Wills. What's your favorite then?
Yeah.
You better sweep behind your own front door. Come on, man.
Can't run.
Mm.
Um, let's see. I like Cantor Spirituals. Then if you want to go contemporary, you know, I like Fred Hammonds. I deal with Ty Tribbett. And I deal with Don McClurkin. All of it, bro. All of it. For real. I deals with the gospel because I raised up in it. You know, you raised up in it, so you know. I just like started listening to. Well, okay, so when I was younger, my mom then wasn't in the church. Like younger, my sister wasn't born. And they used to listen like Jagged Edge, around that era time,
Yeah.
right? Eve and all that,
Yeah,
right?
all that. Rough Riders and all
Right,
that.
Rough Riders, right? And so then from like a little bit after that, they got saved or you know get closer to Christ, and all that cut out. And so I really discovered my hip hop age on my own in school, riding school buses, you know, uh, going to football games and stuff like that. So I discovered that on my own, kind of, you know, after because that part of my life, my mom didn't. They listen to Christian music, you know. We was in church out of 7 days, 6 of them hoes we in there.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
So man, like, is there any people like that you feel like you missed or like you didn't give a shout out to that you want to just like, yo, appreciate you, I love you? Is there anybody in general you just want to give a shout out to? I know we talked about like your handlers and people that you work in the dog world. We talked about your family, you know, your daughter, you know, your wife, friends, but like somebody who watched this all the way through and they waiting on you to say their name. I don't know who they is. You know who they is. Give them a shout
Okay.
out.
All right. My sister, Angela Murphy.
Killing it, A&T. She still at A&T
No,
or
she's home now.
okay?
She's home doing a thing at the job. She got a nice job or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Always being smart.
been always
Little cuz,
smart,
man.
proud of her. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and my mom, dad, thanks. You know, we got the trucking company, CC Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for making that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
now you know we making power moves. And then my like I said, my wife. I appreciate my wife for supporting us, and that's about it. My grandma, you know,
Yeah, we
all
know.
that.
Yeah,
But
we
like
know.
to my OGs though,
Yeah.
let's go to my OGs in the bully game, and I don't care what nobody say. Samson is the best producing dog Samson, the grand champion warrior is God. I don't care what nobody say. Is the best producing dog in the fucking world. The world. I don't care what nobody say. There's nice dogs out there, not knocking them. But for the best producing dog, grand champion Samson. All day. Warriors of God. Market Tamer Wagner. Y'all know it. I love you how I feel about y'all. And bro, them James Lewis, like I said, out of Detroit, Motor City, D-Town, baby. He like them sorry ass Detroit Lions, but you know, they working this year, you know.
Who your favorite football team?
Oh, you about to get mad.
Who?
How about them Cowboys?
All right, so look. Hey, Black Positives TV.
Come on, man.
We about to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. I'm a Panthers fan, Jake DeLong, Cam Newton, all that. I'm a Panthers fan. Everybody a Cowboys fan is because they wasn't born. Well, you was born, but you wasn't moving in the 90s. You wasn't around moving in the 90s.
The last Super Bowl was my year. No, 98.
You don't know nothing about that. You was just like, you don't know nothing about the Cowboys. Why are you a Cowboys fan?
You want me to
because somebody around you said,
I can hear the truth.
Come on, man. We got to end this.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you, though.
God, now you got me like, ugh.
And in the bad times on the Cowboys, right, when we losing, I looked at my dad and said, you never told me nothing wrong but to root for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, so you follow him because of your father?
Yeah, that's all.
I mean, but that was his era. But the 90s, they were going crazy.
Right.
Like late 80s and 90s, they were going crazy. So I understand. But now, you should have followed your own legacy because now you kind of, you just put a stain on your record. Like everything else is good. You a great father. You know what I'm saying? You married. You the king of the Bullies. But you a Cowboys fan. Ain't nobody about to fuck with you, bro. Everybody about to look at you like, I don't think nobody about to watch this now because you're a Cowboys fan. That's kind of just putting a stain on your record. Like that's I can't even say Prescott without throwing up. Like for real, I can't even say Tony Romo without having to use the bathroom.
I don't like Prescott.
I can't say none of them guys' names. Like Tony Romo, like boy,
Tony Romo was clutch. Tony Romo was clutch.
For you. Okay, so do you play Prize Picks or Underdog, anything like that?
Bro, me and my wife was just I'm trying to get on that. We can't get it talking about something going on with it. I don't know, but I've been trying to play Prize Picks.
Just leave the Cowboys alone and just.
I'm gonna make a lot of money off of Cowboys because I'm true. I'm true with it. I ain't naive to it, man.
I love you, cuz.
I ain't naive to it. I'm not
like, look, I love you. And I love you to death. You my big cuz.
Maverick in the building, baby.
But when you bring that cowboy energy around here, I start sweating. I start feeling uneasy.
We make you nervous, baby.
Like, you know what I'm saying? People start looking for guns and knives. Like, you don't. It's just like people root for the Cowboys so hard and never get nothing from it.
Y'all want a fan base like we do? You say Carolina Panthers, but what have you got?
Listen, they made us throw that ring, and ever since then, we trying to get back to our normal self.
We got 5 of them. How many y'all got?
From the back in the day. We still working.
How many y'all got?
You know.
Y'all got one?
We still working on things. You know, we're a franchise. When you a franchise, you know, you working on the long run. Y'all working on just the old highlights.
Y'all get one.
We
come talk to us.
My boy Cam had threw that one. They made him.
That was y'all best chance to do it.
That was our best chance. But, you know what I'm saying? It's coming back. You know, we going to get one.
Cam will be a coach.
Dang, you going to say, hold up now. By the time y'all win one, Cam will be a coach too now.
He must be a coach next year.
Come on. Y'all always have a great record.
I ain't say this year.
And don't do nothing.
I ain't say this
y'all have the best players. Y'all get the most money. Y'all just like the Knicks.
Hey, we can't help it.
Y'all just like the Knicks.
Y'all watching the Cowboys. Y'all paying us.
We watch just to watch y'all go crazy. Nobody cares about
So don't complain about we got much money then. Y'all watch us. Y'all put money in that.
We watch y'all lose because y'all really love losing. Y'all really love losing. Like y'all put on face masks.
Let's be honest.
You a Cowboys fan.
Who's really losing? We getting money for y'all watching us. Who's really losing?
So you couldn't never.
We win. So all we do is win. DJ Khaled, another one.
So you mean to tell me you can't give me an experience or a time or a memory or anything when your dad was pissed that the Cowboys was losing? Like you don't remember ever like, oh, Dad, it's gonna be okay. And that probably happened 1,000 times.
I think he already knows.
Like you feel me? Like
I got to put him on blast. I think he already knows.
Like, yo, we not eating today. What you mean we eating? What you mean? Cowboys lost. No food.
Nah, we never do it like that. you could tell like he was kind of like, all right, they about to mess it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but let's see, sis, because I already know that now. You the interview, right? I got something for you.
What's up?
Favorite basketball player?
Oh, always LeBron James.
Oh.
Excuse me. I don't mean to like mess up the honorable LeBron James. I meant to say King LeBron James.
Okay.
Yeah, the king of National Basketball Association, the king of Cleveland, the king of LA, the king of Miami. LeBron James is the greatest of all time, which is an acronym for GOAT. Just in case you know that. But LeBron James is the GOAT. You know, he was raised by his mother. The father went there. And who is LeBron James? The greatest father ever. Both of his kids gonna go to the NBA. Both of his kids never.
Kind of scared me when they found Bronny smoking that weed though.
Because you know J.R. Smith is goddaddy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, J.R. Smith is goddaddy.
So he got the weed from him?
Probably. Like if J.R. Smith your goddaddy, bro,
you got the smoke.
That kind of just throw it off a little bit. Like like I gotta smoke my goddaddy. I don't care what LeBron say. This is my goddaddy. You put him in charge.
Right.
So yeah, that was just kind of like a little discipline.
But let's take it deep though. You gotta think about that. We don't really think about that.
What?
The actually meaning of God did.
Yeah, we
okay. You trust somebody if you don't make it, your kids go to them.
Back in the day, people took it serious. Now it's just for the baby shower and just for the show. Yeah. Whoever got the most money, whoever doing something, that's what it's for.
Right.
So man, I just wanted to give you your props, man. Give you your love, man. Black Podcast TV, man. Like, is there anything you want to say if I get you out of here, cuz?
Yeah, that's it, man. Keep going first, and y'all keep pushing these dogs. Y'all breathe smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? So, and just continue to push the standard.
Well, look, cuz man, I appreciate you for coming through, man. And next time when we do that part 2, we're gonna have them dogs, or you can bring as many as you want to. We're gonna have them dogs up there, man.
We're gonna have when you see them dogs on the front porch.
And before we go, you brought me on the spot about the Honorable Mr. Doctor.
He's a doctor in that, yeah.
Mr. Doctor Professor King LeBron James. Who is your favorite player?
You already said it.
Okay, I'll make sure. See, now we can end this on a positive note, and we're great.
That's my goal. That's my goal all day.
Well, man, cuz I appreciate you, man. Bring the dogs through, but when the dogs through, make sure they shit before they get in here.
Hey, you already know they know what to do when it's time to go in.
Hey, man, we got the Bully King, man. Like the Bully King in Robinson County, the Bully King, North Carolina, the Bully King in the Eastern, like from New York all the way down to Florida. When he started taking over the West, like his people already doing, y'all gonna pay attention. But right now, this is the Bully King in Robinson County, baby. Bro. Appreciate that, cuz. Black Podcast TV.